All right, here we go. We are live. It is 10:44 a.m. Friday, January 17th, 2025. The market is up since yesterday. We had a nice little climb here this morning. Looks like based off of some data, we had a drop in the first couple of minutes, and then we've just sort of been barcoding back and forth. So here we are. We're waiting for our inhale trade, and we are stuck right here at this high volume node on the volume profile. We are within one standard deviation of VWAP. So what do we do in that situation? Nothing. We don't do anything. We're going to just hang out, have a sip of coffee. I'll probably mute. I may come back when we got something happening. For right now, seems like we got nothing. Maybe if we break out of this range here. So let's do a breakdown of like what could happen right now where I would be interested in taking a trade. All right. So our ATR is 40. I like to look for a candle that is at or above ATR in its range. And I like for it to be coming into, let's say if we're going up, I want to short into the strength and into a zone of resistance. So like right here, we have our overnight high up here at 21,682. If we were to start climbing up here, I would look to take a quick short right around the high of the session just to grab a few points. Right now, what did this candle open at? This candle opened at 554. So, and we got an ATR of 41. So, if we went down to 5 points, no, sorry, less than that. If we went down to 13 points, so 513, then we'd be at ATR, but we'd be close to VWAP. And I don't take trades near VWAP. I have no edge near VWAP. I'm okay with trading near VWAP if we're coming off and we've got a long extended move down. Maybe I'll take a little bounce there. Or if we're under it, if we've got a long climb up to VWAP, I may take a little bounce there. But VWAP's just, it's the middle of the sword, right? I think of trading like a double-edged sword, and I want to mess with the edge. I don't want to play with the middle of it. So if we were to go up, start thinking about things, start paying it really paying attention right around here about 640. But until then, we got nothing. Whew. We got nothing. So I'm going to mute and go away. All right, check, check, check. Here we go. Looks like we are starting to get a little bit of a climb up. Our ATR has, looks like it's sort of peaked here, and we're coming back down from around 42, 43, and now we are at 39, but let's just call that 40. Let's see where we are on this candle here. We opened at 72. We are now at 92, so we're up 20. So we got about another 20 points to go. Another 20 points gets us to 610. That's not quite enough for me. I've noticed a thing when price hits these kind of significant levels, um, round numbers, even numbers, right? 21,500, 21,600, 21,400, right? Um, all the books talk about these are psychological levels for people because we like to think in kind of round whole numbers. But what I've noticed is that when, let's say, price comes up to 21,600, and you get a lot of people trying to short, trying to grab a real quick little short off of that because, oh, it's going to hit 2,600, a bunch of people are going to sell, it's going to bounce off. What I have found is that as often as not, price kind of goes right through that 600 number, right? We'll stop. If there's going to be resistance, it's usually going to be in the, like, 590 or something, 593. We're not going to get actually to the 600. When we get to the 600, I feel like it's really common to see a big old jump up, boom, 600, 610, 620, 630. That's when you really start to get the squeeze and the takeoff as we blow through these whole numbers. At least that's kind of been my experience, and I've gotten burned on it so many times that I don't play that as a specific trade anymore. I used to think, oh, this will be a real quick little scalp, and it's not. It doesn't work. So that's part of the reason. Oh, look, our ATR is dropping now because we ATR is dropping. We're at 37. I'm still going to call it 40. And we have a brand new candle here, which opened at 93. So that gets us, if we were to go 40 points, we'd be at 33. That's a little better. I'd like to see 55 or so. I'd really love to see a big push up toward the high of the day. But the waiting game continues. Mute real quick. I'm still watching. I'm going to go take care of some business while I'm waiting. That's the cool thing about trading, right? Do other stuff. Watch, wait, be patient, but be productive. All right, we are still pinned here, top of the range of this little consolidation area that we've had. Sort of our barcode since, yeah, man, like 9:35. From 9:35 on, we have been stuck right here. Let's see, low of 480, high of 590. I mean, it's about a 100-point range. Hey, look, you can make some money there. It's just that with the volatility that we've been seeing and with all the back and forth, I have no confidence in it, right? We have the volatility I want, but not the confidence. I like big moves. They make it easy to make bigger money, but you have to be super, super patient. Otherwise, you're going to get creamed. If anybody surfs, if you surf, you'll understand. Trading, I think of it sometimes like surfing. If you're out there on a day where you got some really big waves, you need to position yourself just right. Otherwise, you're going to get creamed when a set comes through and you're out of position. Maybe you get bored, right? You're sitting out there in the lineup, you're waiting for a wave to come, you're seeing other people catch these waves. That's the equivalent of like looking on Twitter and social media and seeing people be like, oh, I just made $100,000 off NVIDIA calls this morning. You start getting jealous and you start going, well, I want to make $100,000. Maybe I should take an NVIDIA call. And you jump in and you make a bad decision. And then the setup that you really could have profited from happens, but you're positioned badly and you get wiped out. Now, let's see. Looks like, so look here, we got these lower lows here, these kind of like higher highs, but building up into, for the last 15 minutes, this has been our ceiling here, right around 21,600. And we are looking to absorb that and to break through. And I would love that because ATR at 37, again, we all know we're just going to call it 40. We opened at 84. So we want at least 624 would be 40. That doesn't look very big, right? That doesn't look like a big jump. That looks really super reasonable. That's the kind of thing where it could jump and it could literally hover there with a 1 point difference and then push up another 20 to 50 points. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to let this shake out a little bit. I want to see that big push up. Sit here waiting, same as we have been. Still nothing here. I mean, look, we're still getting these higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. We have at least a short-term trend up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for the last half hour. 21, 590. Are we going to break through? Got declining volume, which is normal this time of morning, right? Nothing much. still in the same zone here, but looks like we're starting to see a little weakness here. I think we may get a little downturn. Maybe. Who knows? If we did, this is what I'd be looking for. I would be looking for, so we're at 93. Call our ATR still 40, even though we're at 35. Brings it down to 21,550. That's only here. I wouldn't take that. We're too close to VWAP. I would literally need, I think, a full move down to VWAP. I would probably take a quick long right here. See how this has been kind of a little bit of a support zone this morning? We dipped below it a couple times and come right back up, right? No candles closed below this zone. So I would probably take a long right around 500. Little above it, just because I think, again, that it's that whole number problem where we think it should bounce nice and clean directly off of it, and it might, but in my experience, that bounce tends to occur a few points before. But look, here we are. We're still making these lower lows. It looked like we were going to see a little weakness here. We didn't. Now we got a new candle right up to the top. All right, let's see. The ATR is dropping because we are consolidating, right? This spring is just compressing. When this goes, it's going to blow through. That's why I would not take it at ATR now, right? So like 33 points. If we went up 33 points, that's barely anything right now, especially the way this spring is consolidating. So we're just going to hang out. Hang out, let this thing rocket. We get a couple of rocket ships, then we'll be willing to I'm just going to make a crashing rocket joke, but those aren't funny. All right. Hold tight. $21,600. There we go. We're absorbing it. We're going to absorb it. And 3, 2, 1, lift off. Or not. Interesting couple of days here. Not a ton of strength here. I would have thought that we would have absorbed everything here, all these orders here around 600, and shot right through. We didn't. So I don't know what to think about that. Maybe we're seeing a little bit of weakness here. Maybe there's just a whole bunch of orders here. Who knows? But All right, here we go. We're getting there. See another little push up here. That's what I'd like to see. Here we go. All right. We're pushing up. Our ATR's 30. We opened here at 18. So we'll call it 20. So let's see here. 650. That's getting us close to that range that I've been looking for here. I think I would probably want a little more. A little more. We'll see. We're going to keep watching. Watching and waiting. I'd really like to see 660. That'd make me feel good. I'd feel good about a short at 660. There we go. Big push.
Order filled.
Now that's on a different prop account here. That's not on our guys.
Order filled.
There we go. That was my inhale trade, but just not as strict. I have another prop firm that I play with that I'm a little less strict with because they're a little less strict. But I grabbed a quick 6 points off of that. Now we'll show you what happens when we do our trade here. Come on, big old push. Let's do it. I trade off the 5 minute. I don't know why I trade off the 5 minute. It's just kind of what I've always done. I feel like one's definitely too much. Let's see here. Let me see what happens at 3 minutes. Oh Lord. Whew. I don't love it. See there, the ATR is 24. What was the range on that? 6 to 38. Yeah. I just don't really like the 3 minute. I don't know. I've never done well off of 3 minutes. I used to when I first started. I would try to play 5 minutes and 3 minutes and look at those two together. It didn't work. It was dumb. It just never worked out. Here we go. Let's get a little climbing. Let's show a little strength. Let's show a little strength up here into the 650 range. That'd be great. Start getting ready. It's also a lot like hunting. You're Like we're sitting here, we're waiting. The deer is approaching. We don't want to train anything on the deer yet. We're not trying to like get our crosshairs on it because it's not in our little zone where we're going to shoot yet. We're just going to sit quietly. We're going to wait. We're going to get ourselves ready for when it comes into our little clearing. And our little clearing is going to be right around here, 660 area. I'm going to like that. Oh boy, I'd really love 665. That would feel super good. One of the things that's difficult about this is a lot of times, like the longer you wait, the better it's going to be. But a lot of times waiting means that you don't get your trade. And so that's just a discipline thing, right? That's just discipline. It's learning to be patient, and it's learning to say, and not just say, truly believe it's okay to miss a move. It's okay for price to come within a couple of ticks of where I'm willing to take a trade and then to let it go away.
What up, y'all? How's it going?
Oh,
I'm
shoot.
back.
I got another little buddy here.
I
All right.
am back. See, we got a nice little bounce back up.
That's the guy I listen to. Options Millionaire. I dig that dude a lot. Been in his room for a long time. Learned a lot of things from him about patience. Yeah, he's back. Been out this morning, but he is back. All right, here we go. Looks like we are. There's this one standard deviation. Please don't go back down. And if you did go back down to here, 550. I would take a long off of 550. If we did one quick push down, that'd be all right. I could do that. It's a long way down, but I feel good about it. I'm not looking to take a bounce off of 600. Not enough for me. I don't have enough confidence. All right, little strength, little strength, little strength. And by strength, I mean strength in the movement. So actually weakness, right? Because we're going down, but strength, I just mean like I want it to push, like it's got some force behind it. Come on. There you go. There we go. Nice, nice, nice little force. Like it, like it. Like it. Let's keep it going here. Push it down another 30. That'd be killer. Now look, we're about to get a new candle here. And as soon as we get a new candle, I am not interested in the 550 move anymore. Now I'd be interested in 525, 530. We'll see what we get. Maybe it happens. Maybe no. We'll find out. ATR of 30. We have our open at 618, our low at 93. So look, we are about at our 30 ATR. But again, I want to see a push. I want to see a push down. I want it to be big. I want it to be right into this little zone right here, 50, 550. That's what I'm waiting for. If you see it, hopefully I do too. I'm watching. I also happen to be working it. So it's like I'll mute myself, I'll go, I'll do a set, I'll come back, take a look, mute myself, rinse and repeat. Just waiting. All right. Got my attention. Bottom of this little consolidation range. Not a super ton of volume, but we kind of got low volume going on here. I'm expecting a little dippy droppy. Little dippy droppy. Open at 602. So we got to get down to 570 before we're at ATR. Yeah, 550. If we did it in one quick move, I'd take a quick little inhale scalp here. Let's go. Come on. All right. Nothing. weakness popping in here. ATR's 32. We started right around 600, so we'd need to get down to 570 to be at ATR, a little less than 570. I'm not looking to take anything until around 540 maybe. I'd take a 550. If we had one push to 550 right now, I'd take a 550 long. Here we go. Getting ready. 550. Can we do it? Bum, bum, bum. Because we're waiting for it, because that's the trade that I want, it won't happen, right? This is the way the market works. It's a really frustrating thing when you're being patient and disciplined. I mean, look, I could jump in a trade here and I could go, oh, we're going down to 550. I'm going to short this. I might make money. I used to trade like that all the time. And then I realized I felt like I was like a fish getting provoked by the lure. Half the time it was actual food. The other half the time it had a bunch of hooks on it, and I'd get gutted. And after way too long, I learned my lesson. I actually think live streaming this has really been helpful too, because it's like, number one, it'll let me demonstrate it. Number two, I don't know, maybe one day somebody finds something about this and sees this and it's helpful for them. Maybe somebody joins me, who knows? But just for myself, sometimes it just boredom trades kill you, right? And now I just talk to nobody. And I don't sound crazy because I have a microphone in front of my face. If I was doing this without a microphone, then I would be a crazy person and I would need to be seen for evaluation. All right, still nothing. So I'm going to mute here. I'm going to go do a set and come right back. I was just kidding. Looks like that weakness we've been looking for is about to happen. Here we go. Getting ready. 550 maybe. Maybe 550. Where do we open here? 81. Ooh. 33. That literally 31. That literally would mean 550. Ooh. I don't know if I like that. I think I might want it to be more. Come on. Yeah, put a little buy order in just so we have a line to look at and see how I feel about it. Let's see what happens at 535. Let's just check that out. See, look at that. Kind of, I mean, we got that little bounce zone here, but that's not super. Need a quick move on that. I'd feel better lower. I'd feel better closer to VWAP. But I don't like trading at VWAP, do I? No, I don't. I think I said earlier, I will sometimes look to take a trade at VWAP as we come back down, but this is not it. This just isn't it. I'm going to mute. I'm going to go do my set. I don't even care if this drops. This is not, I'm not feeling good about this. And because I'm not feeling good about it, I'm not going to trade it no matter what happens. Big push up. That's what I'd trade. All right, let's tune in here. Here's that drop I'm talking about. It's going to be a decent push down. Maybe. I am a firm believer in the Max Payne theory of the market. The one that says whatever will cause the most pain for the most people, that is what will happen. So when we all look at it and we go, well, that's obviously about to go down, we should short it. That's an obvious short. Then to me, I'm going to take that long. See here, this was a perfect example of that, right? We just kind of rolled over here. I mean, we've been waiting for this. It really looked like we were about to come down to VWAP. And we might still, right? But what it didn't look like it was going to do was bottom wick that entire candle, right? And that was not what we were expecting. But now look, we've got some volume here coming in. We're halfway through this 5-minute candle. 2 minutes and 45 seconds into this 5-minute candle, the volume has already surpassed the volume for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically like the last half hour. And so we're getting this bounce here. Let's see. Do we get another push back down? Are they psyching everybody out? They, capital T. It's the Wyckoff Invisible Man, right? I may be confusing that with the Invisible Hand, right? Adam Smith and laissez-faire economics, the invisible hand of the market. But I seem to remember Wyckoff talking about, I thought it was an invisible man, but basically he said, think of the market, the other side of the market, as being a person, who's controlling and manipulating this market to take your money. And that's what I do. That's the way I think about it. And I know they're not looking to take my money, but they are looking to take our money. All of us together. They want our money. And I don't want to give it to them. I want to take some of theirs, just a little bit. There's plenty to go around. So I don't want to play the way they think I should play. Yeah, I think we're coming back down here. But who knows how long we're going to stay there. We could bottom wick this sucker and go shooting up. Although it is 12 o'clock, usually volume dies off here around 12 o'clock. Everybody's going to lunch. I don't even know if that... are people going to lunch still? Is that a thing? Are people on Wall Street going to lunch? Stopping trading? Isn't it all just algorithms in New Jersey anyway? Running in a server room in New Jersey. But look, how much of this is my setup? Right, we're inside of one standard deviation. The move I would be looking for at the moment is down toward VWAP. I don't feel like I have an edge at VWAP. This is not a good setup for me, and I don't foresee it being a good setup for me for at least another few minutes, barring some really big move. We will see. All right, all right, all right. Here we go. Starting to show a little strength in here, right? ATR is really compressed down, 28. We'll just call that 30, right? This candle opened at, let me get this window up. This candle opened at 602, so 630. Ooh, that's a nice little zone because look, we got a little resistance around here. We got a previous pivot. I'm looking. I'm paying attention. We'll see. What are we doing? Are we getting ready? How long have I been muted? Did I just do this whole conversation about without the mic on? That's possible. If I did, then well, sorry. I was talking about waiting for this thing to push up past 650 or so, looking for a quick little retracement down. 645, 642, something like that. That's what my girls call a dad sneeze. Now, it's funny, you can still see my cursor here, even though I am in a different window right now. So I'm working in a different window. I've got my other prop firm up, my other prop firm where I'm a little less strict because I don't know, I just am. I feel like that it's one of the ways that I stay disciplined here with these Apex accounts is that I have another account that I play around with that I don't care about nearly as much. Just less on the line. As an effect of that, I sometimes I tend to have bigger wins in that, but I also take bigger losses, so I'm not as consistent. These accounts, they'll be quite consistent. All right, coming down to the open of the candle. Not a ton of volume here. I mean, it's like buyers aren't quite stepping in, right? We got the Friday before a 3-day weekend. We have OPEX. We have inauguration on Monday. We have a whole new administration. There's lots of uncertainty. Crypto's going wild today. Who knows what's happening with tech or with Nvidia? That they're saying the CEO is not showing up to the inauguration. Holy goodness, what's going to happen? What's going to happen, everybody? Who knows? Oops. Oopsie daisy. I accidentally logged myself out. All right. New candle. Opened at 624. So on the downside, we're looking for it to go around, beneath 600. Because our ATR is 25. And on the upside, we're looking for it to go to 650 before we're really willing to take anything, right? Weakness, indecision. Indecision. Just hovering here. Pause and do a set while I wait. Whew. Slow going here. Whew. Nothing. If this were to go, if this candle, whoa, no. If this candle were to go down, which I think it will, 25 points still. So we're looking to go 595 before we get to ATR.
Order filled.
This is in my other prop account. I expect a little tiny push. If I get it, that'd be great. If I don't, I'm going to get out quick. This is more about time. There we go.
Order filled.
All right, in a minute, I'm out. Now, over to Apex. Let's take a look at what we got. Where are we going? We are headed to 600. We want to get to 595 for us to be, for this candle's range to be about at ATR, because this candle opened at 620, 595 because it's 25 points down. 575 seems like, look, one big push. If it pushed right past 575, maybe 570, I would totally take a long off of 570. With the situation the way it is right now, because we've got this nice kind of like clearly defined resistance point up here, right? This zone between 640 and 630. We can't get up above that. If we come back down into here, then I would anticipate that the bottom of this range will also see a little bit of a bounce. Sure, we're inside of this first standard deviation. Sure, we're approaching VWAP. But if we were to get this on one candle, that's important. We don't count all of this as like the move, right? That's not the way that's not my play. And here we go. That weakness has just been bought right back up. The waiting game continues. Well, so let's see. If we opened at 620, we got a big push up to 645. Let's see what happens. Let's get some action going here. Let's go, people. Where's that invisible man? Buy some market up or sell some market off. I don't really care. Make the market move. You're boring me. Okay, listen. Here's the truth about what's happening right now. It's been 3 days. I've barely taken a trade. I'm getting bored and antsy. I'm just a human, man. You're probably bored and antsy too if you're sitting here watching this. Not me, but I mean just this price action. You're waiting for something. You're hoping. In this moment, what I have found in myself is that I start to see things that aren't there. I start to see potential trades. Let me get a quick little scalp. Oh, I'll break my rules this time because, man, or you start like overfitting things. Like, oh, well, this could be. This is the moment when you have to just be okay with being bored. I mean, quite literally, sit on your hands if you have to. If you're watching this price action, you have no confidence about where it's going to go. You might fake some confidence, but you have no real confidence because this has been so indecisive. We haven't had a strong move directionally. It's just back and forth, low range. I mean, dude, look at this ATR, right? Just getting absolutely crushed. 24. There's not a lot happening here, right? So we're gonna try to avoid overfitting. We're gonna try to avoid seeing our setup, right? So maybe, like, let's say this candle popped down to here. We might go, oh, here's a good opportunity, right? It's at ATR. The range of the candle is the same as ATR. And then we might try to, but that's not the right spot for it, right? It's really not. There's not a lot of other stuff happening here. Yeah, actually, I don't know. See, look, I can overfit it for you. Here, look, let's do some overfitting. Let's justify taking a trade at 595. So we open this candle at 21. The ATR is 24. We'll call it, so let's see, 21 minus 24 puts us at 597. And then a couple extra points there, 595. If it made one strong push there, we've got this psychological barrier, this whole number at 600. If we go below that, people are going to buy really quickly to get back and test 600 again. Look, I can come up with a whole range of reasons, right? And it may not be any different than the reasons I come up with to justify the actual trades that I take, right? It might. It might be exactly the same. But I don't have confidence in it. I have boredom in it, right? And I don't want to boredom trade. I want to trade confidently. So for me to be willing to take a trade around here, I would literally have to get another probably 15 points beyond our 595. I'd have to go down to 480, and then it would start looking like maybe here's an opportunity to take a trade, at least playing by my strict rules. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. Strict rules. I'm going to go do a set. He says as we get a new candle. Now look here. It looks like we're rolling over. Boom. All right, here we come again. A little roll over. I think it's pretty reasonable to think that we could come back down here, at least down to where we had our last pivot. I mean, it looks like it's going to do that, right? Of course, if we zoom out a little bit, it might look like it's going to go boing, 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 right? Who knows? It's funny, what it looks like it's going to do changes so quickly depending on the color of the candle that you're looking at right now, you know? So, like, let me zoom in on this a little bit, right? Where where it looks like now when we have a red candle, it looks like it's going to drop. But if we put a green candle up here, you'd think, oh, it's going to pop. It's definitely obvious that it's going to pop. It's just that it's the relationship of these two candles together that really give you the impression of like which direction we're heading. Look here, we have lower highs. I could, maybe we roll over a little bit. Maybe we don't. All right. A little buy back up. No volume. 1 minute left on this. If this next candle opens here around 625, as it seems like it will, our ATR is at 25. That means we have to go to 650 before the range of the candle would be at a point where we might be looking to short it. And that's not too bad because we have, let's bring this over. We have these two candles here. So here's our high of the day at 682. We've got, this candle opened here, went down, shot up, came back down. Here's another nice spot right there's our morning open. Where do we start? We started at 645. Look, morning open's not a terrible place to try to short. But I don't have enough confidence in it because of sort of the slowness of this move, the slowness of this price action. Holy goodness. I mean, honestly, if you look at this, if I played a different strategy, probably could just short every time we get to 625 here, right? Look, take a short, take a short, take a short, take a short. I have my mic on. Sorry. Am I over here making mouth noises? My daughters would kill me. Hey, girls, if you ever find this channel and listen to it, take that, Sadie. Oh, okay, here we go. Little tiny, tiny bit of red. Not doing much. 23 is our ATR. Let's see, this candle here opened at 25. We come down to 0 basically. 600. Snore. Snooze. Boring. That's okay. Look, the market pays you not to trade. The market pays you to be bored. The market pays you to be uncomfortable. That's why we wait. It's like, I had somebody say, watch me make a trade. A friend of ours, he was over at the house and he was like, show me what you do. And so I showed him how I made a trade. And, and he was like, that's it? You just made that money in just a few seconds? And I said, well, yeah, sure. I made the money in a few seconds, minus a couple hours of sitting here staring at this, right? And minus the days and days and years that I've been sitting here staring at charts all day, every day. Sure, I guess I just made the money in a few seconds. In the same way that like a baseball player makes all of his money, in one swing of the bat. Sure. All right, we opened at 25. ATR is 22. Get down to 600. That would represent a range equivalent to the ATR, a little above. Came down to here where we get a little volume. Maybe, probably not. I'd take a long right now. I'd take a long around 685. 585, I mean. I'd take a quick long, little inhale scalp. Ooh, I like the way this is moving. I see this. I see you. I see you. Trying to make a move on me. I love it. Come on. Get me down here. Get me down here. How many people just got wrecked on shorts? People who were sitting here bored, saw that bit of weakness come in, shorted right around here. Probably had a bunch of people go in big size right around here, only for it to get eaten right back up. And now, about the time they all go, oh no, I just lost 10 points on NQ. Why did I go in with such huge size? Why did I buy 10 contracts? No, that's where I'll say you just lost a bunch of money in just a few seconds. I should say you lost a bunch of money over the course of the whole day, right? But if you lose money, you lost it in only a couple seconds. If you make money, you didn't make it in just a couple seconds. You made it with hours of hard work. Here we go. Here we go. There's that weakness again. They're going to try it again. Look, they're going to get all the suckers once again. see that move down starting, and you go like, oh, let's get back in. Here it is. And then look right back up. Watch this. This candle's going to 640. But yet again, look, wouldn't have been a bad short, right? Here at 625, top of this range. Look, 625. Let's do a imaginary short. 625. Take it. I'm in. I'm not really. This is an imaginary, I would say paper trade, but it's a neuron trade. I'm going to cut it at minus 10 points. We get to 635. I'm gonna get stopped out of my imaginary trade here. All right, we're bouncing around my break even, which tells me a whole bunch of other people shorted right there because we're all about to get wrecked. This is why I don't play these moves, right? Oh, I was green for a second. That's why I don't play these moves. There's just not enough confidence. Oh, I'm green. Is it going to last? Is it going to last? I'll take profit at 615. And top of the range trade paid off. It wasn't a real trade. But look, like that could have that it would not have surprised me at all if that had shot up to 640 instead of going back down. I mean, those trades are really tough. It's like by the time you kind of figure out, hey, look, there's this resistance point here. It's really playing out all day. By the time you figure that out, it's almost like that trade's been exhausted. We don't make that play. That's not my trade. This trade would have to be below 600. I might take a 585 inhale. Maybe 585. Depends on how quick we got there. We go do a set. All right, here we go. We are starting this breakout move that I've been looking for. So our ATR is 22. We started at 30. That means we got to get to 52, which puts us right here. All right, I mean, we're getting there. Come on, I need more move. More strength. More strength. Come on. Sorry, this is a video my daughter just sent me. Sharing a video with your dad, be like, and then there's a big snore. Thanks, kiddo. I want a little more than what we've got. All right, back toward the top of the range here. We're not doing much, are we? Looked like the move was beginning. Maybe it still is. But I don't feel super confident in it. All right, 639. Oh, seriously, that's funny. We're in this, start a new candle right here at 640, which means we need to go to 662 to have the range of that candle be at ATR. Well, I guess we're waiting a minute. I would love this to get to the high of the day. I would love it. All right. What are we getting? Nothing. 550, 650. I mean, come on, come on, come on. Let's get a push. Let's get a push. I'm going to get ready with a sell here. Just in case we get a nice push up to 660. Yeah. There we go. See that? Come on. Come on. We're going to keep coming. We're going to keep coming. We're going to keep coming. Let's see, look here. We got a push to there. I'm pretty sure we go back down 7 points or so. I feel pretty good about that. I feel pretty confident in that move. I'm going to get rid of that order because it's not about it hitting that price point. It's about it hitting that price point on a strong push up. That's the thing. I need it to be like running into it, you know? That's why it's called the inhale trade, because if you think of inflating a balloon where you're exhaling, 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 you're blowing into the balloon. And then a breath. I'm betting on the inhale after a long blow. Huh? Come on. One big push. One big push to there. Getting ready with my sell. I'm just going to do a market order because sometimes this ladder, sometimes I trade on this ladder. I like the ladder. Sometimes it moves around to me on me too much, and I don't want to be badly positioned. And down we go. We do not have a ton of volume here. I guess we got a little bit. How much time we have? Less than a minute. It's not a ton of volume. I mean, look, if I was going to make a prediction, which I don't like to do, but a prediction over the next 15 minutes is I think we come back down, right? I think we broke out. We broke out with not a lot of volume. We're getting close to this point of the high of the day, and it's like there's no steam in this candle. I'm tempted to go to my other prop firm and short it, but I'll wait another minute for that, just in case. Because look at this, because look at this, because look at this. All right, we got a new candle. Crap. Now I needed to get up to 775, but that's all right. You know what? Look, here's my new target, high day. Push to high day, and I will take that. Come on. Come on. Give me a little pushy up. Little pushy up. Little pushy up would be so nice. Oh, a little pushy up would be so nice. Everybody's looking for the big push up. I'm looking for it because I can take the short. Everybody else wants to see it so they can take a long. I want the short. Here we go. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Come on, little strength. Little strength. Is there any strength to be had here? I think there is. All right. Little move. We like that little move. That's nice. Come on. Yeah, we got to get to the high of the day. There's a short there. Unless we creep and grind slowly up to it. I have to call it quits here in a few minutes because I got to go get my daughter. Oh boy. Come on. Now we have a new candle. Opened at 65. We have an ATR 20. That means 85 is around ATR, and that's right at the high of the day. You know what? I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I think it's going to happen. I think that that's a reasonable place to look for a short. this it? Are we moving toward it now? Are we moving toward it? Wow. All right. This is like the most boring price action of all time. I mean, really, really boring price action, guys. This is my last candle. And then I'm packing it up for the weekend. Are we getting anything here? Nah, we ain't getting nothing. We ain't gonna get nothing. I got a call coming in. Let's see who this is. All right, call came in. Scam, I guess. Nothing. But yeah, look at this. We have absolutely nothing doing here. This is not my setup. This is not my trade. I have things to do. I am calling it quits. Well, wait. No, I'm out. Shut it down. Peace out. Stop the stream.